Hello everybody, my name is Zelinator and welcome back to Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld episode 457. I looked it up. Back when, last time on episode 456, I kind of wanted to know what episode 123 was. Turned out, it was beta 1.3_1. Hooray! Probably my favorite beta version. Anyways, here we are. We need a roof. Every time I set up an outpost, I never build a roof. Now's the time to do so. But anyways, I'm looking around and I'm kind of deciding what it is precisely I wanted to do. Because I look around here and see it's a lot of stone brick. Not entirely what I wanted to go for. I'm also going to need something for the roof. Some sort of slab. Do I want to look at all the lists? I will figure it out now. I'll probably have to hold off on the Grimstone brick slabs and whatnot because I don't have those. Oh my gosh, the block of titanium and gold. That's funny. Yeah, we're gonna need to collect a lot more Grimstone, which means we're gonna go digging today. We're not gonna make any bundles because those are disabled items, and I'd rather not have one in the world when I update. Ah, yes, the titanium and gold. Pretty sure that has multiple textures layered. Oh well. Because if we right click it, shows the two recipes. Anyways, not important. Nothing particularly stands out. I really don't know what I want to do for the roof. Probably something lighter. I'll go for sandstone. Nah, I don't think that'll look too good. I'll go for oxidized copper. I'm pretty sure I used nearly all my copper on the floor though. We have a moderate amount, but I don't think I'll go digging. Alright, well anyways, what we're gonna do now... Is this all that I have? Oh no, I have another stack. Because I was kind of looking around. I didn't know exactly what to do at first. I think now I have an idea. I'm thinking of replacing the two layers all the way around here. So I guess we'll start with layer 1, which is going to be all of this. And then I'll have to do layer 2 with the torches. Let's grab the goods. Did any of them fall? Because this front portion is glass, probably not. So maybe I'll dig from the outside. If I dig from the outside, that way anything falls in, and then I'll replace on the inside. That way I'll pick up everything that fell. Oops. Well, yes, that has to go. But, oops, I didn't mean to do it now. There we go. We start here. This doesn't have any... Here, let me swap for Silk Touch. This doesn't have any orientations, right? Oh, it does. Alright, so it can be placed sideways. Is that what I think it is? No, it's YouTube telling me you are now live. Thanks. With all these seeds I keep picking up, I really should start a farm. I talked about that last time. Maybe I'll put it down below where the water is. That seems like a suitable area. Alright, so the question is, do I want to place it vertical or horizontal? Because if I keep it vertical, I wouldn't have to deal with the corners, which I'll probably end up doing. Let's see, does it place how I want it to? Yes, it does. Alright, cool. There is the old system for placing logs that had the way pistons used to do it. I don't know if pistons are still like this, but I think they are. think about it, maybe they are still like this. But anyways, when you would place down pistons, it would place based on camera rotation. And when sideways logs were first implemented back in release 1.3, they had the same logic, which building with them, I was working on my ship. It wasn't fun. I was trying to build the sideways logs for the sails, and having the piston rotation logic was not fun to work with. At some point, though, thankfully, they changed the way log placement worked to the system we have today, and it's much nicer. I want to say that was changed in either 1.4 or 1.5. I think it was changed pretty quickly. 1.3 is not a good version. However, the big issues 1.3 introduced got fixed rather quickly. So let me just look at here real fast. So I almost kind of like that one, the one stripe. You know what I could do? If I wanted, I could make a second stripe all the way down for this layer. Maybe that's what I'll do. Didn't I say before I was considering stripes? Well, now's my time to keep up on that. Because originally, oops, it was got to be the top and bottom stone brick, with the two in the middle being the Grimstone. As I look at this, I think to myself, how about we do something different? I also don't know what rate for copper to oxidize, but I'm kind of surprised all of this copper is still untouched. We're also going to swap that out for Soak Touch. Then surprise, last minute decision change. Alright, anyways, let's start placing this down now. Oops, maybe not there though. Can I also pick up everything from the inside? Oh, there we go. That looks kind of interesting. This really does feel like small scale starter base. That's alright, because this is just real simple outpost, not meant to be anything too crazy. I'm also pretty sure that we can't do anything with tough, but I kind of want to do something with tough. I don't know what. You know, I'm looking at this, and I kind of want to do one block all the way around. One more block higher, that's the Grimstone. Because it feels off. Oops, I also forgot these. It feels like it should be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Alright, I guess that's what we're going with. We're gonna have really high ceilings here. I still have enough, right? Oh, I don't think I will. Here, let me grab more real fast. What a weird way to go about that, but that's okay. So after this, we are for sure going to need to mine more. 43, this should be enough. Zella Moon rises, but we're going to try to place this down real fast. And then we'll sleep. Oh, hold on. So, this one's here, goes up, which leaves it here. Maybe I'll put some glass in that wall as well. That leads into the bedroom. No way, I'm one block short. Oh, so close. So close. I almost had it. I guess then what I'll do, as I make this up as I go, here, we'll reset the weather timer first. I might also move up the torches, because that would make them balanced. Maybe I'll even bump these windows up, make them taller. I'm not a fan of the high ceilings, though. Now it feels a little, It was fine in how it was before. It's just the external pattern. Maybe I should have gone for a tough trim instead. How much tough do I still have? If 50 is all I have, I'm going to need more. Oh, you know what? I never moved this around. Oops, that's right. I was supposed to take care of this. My mistake. Alright, well, anyways, I keep looking at that. That smooth bath salt. That's not what I'm looking for. I could always try to make it a second floor. Like, if I were to place down slabs underneath this, that would keep the ceiling on the inside lower. And then that way, I could still do something out here. Decisions, 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 as I try to figure out exactly what it is I'm doing. Maybe it would have worked fine before once I got the roof in place. I could just undo all of this. Control Z. Oh yeah, while I'm here, I also want to look up all the doors we do have. So it really is wooden doors, the iron door. We're not going for trap doors, as those are not optimal for what I want to do. Yawn, I say. Alright, well either way, we need more building materials, so I'll just leave this in its current state. What we'll do then, here we'll grab some of this stone, because it turns out we have a lot of it. We'll just toss all that back, fill in the empty slots. So what we'll do then is we're going to start moving all of this. Probably put it over here. Alright, so the order I go. Still don't have the coal, but that's okay. So iron, copper, gold, lapis, red dust, diamond, gold, copper, iron, grimstone, and cobbled grimstone. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Now I can get rid of this chest. Place it down next door. Don't remember how this was organized. I guess based on however I had it. Close enough. As long as my stuff is just grouped together. Alright, so with that taken care of, we're going to head down below and keep working on the staircase. Before we do all that real fast, I kind of want to put a path here, probably. As much as I like having full-on inside areas, maybe I could do a covered path of some sorts. But we're going to get these seeds first. It's okay if I end up with extra seeds. We have composters now, of which I still haven't used one back at home because I've needed the seeds for the other farm. Well, anyway, we'll just plop all this down. I don't know if I want to put the pathway now. I kind of have this image in my mind. As much as I prefer gravel over path blocks, I'm thinking using a path block here. We'll see. Anyways, I guess I have all that I needed on me. Unless I was supposed to take stone bricks as well. Yeah, if we're going down, I'll need stone brick stairs and a little bit of stone brick. So I have that. In fact, hold on, I have an idea. There we go, we'll grab all of that. I'm not currently seeing any stone brick stairs on me, so we'll just make some up real fast. Let's not use that. We'll start with the 28. There we go. 1 to 1. I guess if I use more stairs, well, that's not entirely true, because the amount of stairs I use is only twice as many full blocks. Howdy, Ian, welcome back. So we're just gonna, I'll probably take the fast route, truth be told. We have a long distance to travel. There we go. You're on the road trip back now. Heading home. How far down was I supposed to go again? I think it was 4. Hopefully we don't run into another cave again until we get close to the bottom here. But until then, we're just going to focus on all this. My favorite food is a cheeseburger. For many, many years, I have consumed cheeseburgers. Alright, let's get this going. Oops. Thankfully, all the grimstone I pick up from this will be profit, because I'm only digging out the central tube. I'll need to do something with the sides of this, but we'll take care of that later since all that's going to have to be cobbled. But before I do all that, we're going to go here. Maybe I'll go down until maybe -40, perhaps. No, I guess that's not true. Maybe only one more set of 4 after this. Oh, that's right, we're counting up now because we are in the negatives. Alright, so I'll probably leave that as it is then, and start picking up the cobbled stuff. Let's swap that real fast, because we're going to need a lot more of the cobbled grimstone for use in the sides, since we're placing the sides with the stone bricks, or the grimstone bricks. We're going to need it cobbled for that. Kinda interesting that regular grimstone doesn't have any use. You mine it, and it drops a cobbled version. You could use it for building, though, because it has the 3 different orientations. But beyond that, not much of a reason. One thing I realize is because, one thing I realize is that because I'm doing this in a 4x4x4 area, it gives me exactly a stack. Unless, something like this happens where, surprise, we got some red dust we have to collect. So that's gonna take away from the total value. Kind of sad because it was nice when everything was divisible by 16. Oh well. I think it's turning nighttime. It's starting to get dark down here, and we have direct access to the sun. It's not beta 1.8 where we have depth fog. Even then, that's not even much of a transition area. The old depth fog from early release was essentially a line where it went to total darkness very quickly. Alright, where are we now? Negative 55. We've almost made it, y'all. Hooray! We're almost to the bottom of the world. In fact, there's bedrock. And if that's the first bedrock layer, I'll probably stop it. This will be end of the line. If I ever need more grimstone or cobbled grimstone, I could just dig around from here. Oh, more red dust. I'll take that. Thank you, thank you. That's unfortunate. Ending off on a stair block. Oh well. I also do want to know, though. Oh, never mind. I guess I'll just fill all that back in then. I was kind of hoping there'd be more red dust since that's where I first mined it. Oh well. So if I have to expand tunnels, we'll go from there, but I don't know what the optimal layer for stuff like diamonds is at. All of that is a thing of the past. Oh, you know what I should do? I didn't think about it until now, but I think it would be a great idea. We should make a bubble column. Because I can go... In fact, maybe I'll make two, one for up, one for down. Because I think to myself, climbing these stairs are not very fun. I feel like taking a bubble column going all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom would be far better. Oh, hey, we made it. We have another 10 minutes until Bad Omen wears off. Yeah, this is so slow. Alrighty. And a doink. After the Zella Moon has already risen. Alright, so now I have what I needed. You know what I don't have, though? I don't have any tough. I was supposed to pick that up. Oops. Well, that's easy to acquire. Oh, wait, that is what I need, fortune. Just kidding, we're going back down. Down is faster, though. I don't think we have to go too far to find tough. Maybe this level. Oh, maybe it is the next one. Either way, you could see way down at the bottom there. Quite a lot of distance traveled. Here we are. Alright, this is our next mining area. And that's a possibility for a cave-in. Alright, let's get the goods. I don't know how much I need, but I could use it. You know what would be interesting? I think I know what I want to do for the tough. For the tough texture. I have a plan. I have this image in my mind. In fact, I'm going to write it down, or else I'm probably going to forget. Alright, boop. That's something for future me, because soon here I hope to start working on the 1.17 textures. Alright, I think that's the part where I just start exploring. Or I could get more here. This just isn't in a very good area for where I want to mine. Yep, let's start going for the goods. Oopsies. Not my torch. No one told me there'd be water there. Not much of it. Just a flooded cave. Yeah, it is. Oh, okay. So we're not gonna do that then. Boop. That'll tell me don't mine there. Alright, now let's go for the goods. Move that since I'm not gonna be building with it. Hey guys, how's it going? So what, 4 of them? There's 2. You were 3. 4. I thought I saw another one walk this way. There's a green bean. Hello. This is such a thin cave. This kind of feels like Indev. This kind of feels like an Indev cave. Caves from beforehand. I should say the original cave generation system. It's not even the original. The caves that we got from late InfDev all the way until 1.16 primarily was rather uniform in density. Well, the caves on here can be really, really wide, but also really, really thin. And so when you end up with a really, really thin cave, it feels like you're back in InDev. I saw that green bean. Huzzah! Natural knockback, go. I don't know what I'll need this gold for. Do I even bother picking it up? I guess I could. Maybe at some point I'll need it. Maybe I'll make more powered rails. Powered rails use a lot of gold. Those are expensive. Hello. Goodbye. See, look at this. This almost feels like a ravine, but I'm pretty sure what happened is it was just a very, very, very thin cave that generated near vertical. The old caves were also round. Here, there are a lot of caves that end up being thin slices. And I'm kind of up here because I'm hoping to find some coal and copper. There we go. Copper is not found far underground. Oh, this cave didn't go anywhere. Oops. That's not helpful. I guess down we go. I don't feel like finding the gold. To the next area. Away. I'll need to make sure to block this water off, or else it could be annoying trying to get down there. This water traveled very far. Is this part of that flooded area? Yep. Oh wait, hold on. Can I? Just barely. Well, I guess if I wait around long enough, I could start seeing farther. Man, this is a large cave. This is a very large flooded cave. Had that generated with air, would have been a big old cavern. And I'm already down to 2 stacks of torches. That's why I'm looking for coal. Except coal you find higher up. One copper vein, and I already got close to a stack. I don't know why they give you so much copper. I'll take it though. I'll also take all this red dust. I need as much of it as possible. How you felt after 1.7? What sort of feeling are you referring to? How the game doesn't feel the same. Because 1.7 was the first big update for me, where the game had a different feel. So from 1.2 to 1.6, it was just, look, new features. What happened to this game? I don't have the question of what happened to this game. I know what happened to the game. Time and progression. And change in direction. Or there's some other sort of new features that were announced because I still haven't looked into anything for a while. I've been taking care of other things. I haven't been keeping up on Minecraft news. Saw some about copper golems. There was a little, I guess, animation, although it was an in-game animation. It was copper golems with an AA gun. Hello there, mineshaft. It'd be cool if this mineshaft was about 20 blocks lower. It could generate in some cool areas. Oh, the last 5 seconds of Bad Omen. Say goodbye. And just like that, I'm cured. I didn't have to do much. Well, that was fun while it lasted. I'll probably try to fill up this stack of copper then and then start leaving. Oops. 47, I can mine a couple more blocks, I feel, before it fills up. Into the darkness. Oop. For as much as I remember, I think the second reboot Star Trek movie, I keep wanting to call it Into the Darkness, but I'm pretty sure it's just called Into Darkness. I haven't seen them yet. I know it's a trilogy. I don't think there's a 4th movie in that series yet. Well, by the way, I've only seen the 2009 first one. I was kind of thinking about that recently, though, getting back to watch the other two. 2011 and 2013 or 14. Oh, my last inventory slot. What happened to this spawner here? Where's the rest of the mine shaft? Don't these usually generate in tunnels? Is that a chunk border there? That is a chunk border there. Poor mine shaft. Oh, either way, spider eyes are not as important as string, so we're gonna take string priority. How far down are we? 12? Oh, oops, that's not what I wanted. Too many buttons. There we go. You should send some of that pouring rain this way. Ah, what is this? Where's the chest? I was hoping there would be a chest so that way I could put some of this stuff in and then come back later. That's not cool. Was there like a chunk border in here that would have gotten rid of it? I don't know. It could have been the mine shaft. What could have happened is the mine shaft went through. Like, if the chest tried to generate maybe on this wall, those 3 blocks or these 3 blocks, what would have happened is the mine shaft would have said, nope, straight on through. Sad times, sad times. Under what circumstances do you find natural pig spawners? I should probably check how much I have. 57. He's on bowl. I think this is the part where we start trying to find the way out of here. This looks like a good way. And decide, no, still in my inventory space. The desire of wanting to use the bundle, but the knowledge of it's too early for that. The sneezes have returned. Alright, so the way I want to go is this way. Since this doesn't go anywhere else, right? This is already the top. And maybe we'll... Is that water? Alright, I guess what I'll do is... Where did you come from? Alright, I'll just... It's about to get dark, sorry y'all, but we are gonna unleash some water. And I was right, this is a flooded cave. Oh, wait, hold on, how about I swim? That's how you become only 1 block tall. Oh hey, here's an exit. Question is, where am I? I'll put some torches around here. We'll see if I ever come back, though. That's not a particularly good way. I would have to mark as well where exactly I came from. I think it was somewhere down here, right? Yeah, what I'll do, I'll make a big arrow. That's not much of an arrow, but that's okay. That's a very wide arrow. But it's a blatantly obvious wide arrow. You know what I can even do? Let me, boop. I'll pick that up. Oh, wait, I can't pick that up. Oh, wait, hold on. Stuff floats. Forgot about that. Where's the lichen? No. There's one. That is so slow. There's 2. I'm pretty sure there should be a 3rd one. Where did that one end up? There it is. Now I'm at 3. So what I wanted to do was I want to do something like boop, boop, boop. That'll draw my attention if I'm ever back in the area. Now I can pick up the andesite when I find it. Howdy, Koski. Welcome back. Come on, andesite. Where'd you go? Andesite floats, right? Or does it not float because it's stone? Pretty sure, even if Even if it's a stone block, it still floats. I'm not seeing it. I don't know where the andesite ended up. Maybe I'll just get lucky and happen to pick it up without really finding it. What I probably should have done is left it out on the surface. Oh well, too late. But as the Zella moon has risen, let me try to find where we are. I don't know why you don't collect other streams or collect XP on my streams. And through the door, and sleep we go. You know what'd be nice? It'd be nice if we had proper glass doors. I feel like I've said before that having glass door would make me, or would work with a lot of builds. That way you don't have to use regular doors with glass in the middle. You could have glass door, glass, glass door. Maybe one day. For some reason yours is disabled on here. Well, I know why my stuff is disabled. I don't know why you would collect it on only certain streams. This feels like it would be a universal thing. You know what I don't have? I don't have much I don't have much coal currently. We're just gonna steal some of this real fast. Well, looks like we're gonna need to go coal mining. That's okay. No, that's not okay. It does bother me. I was gonna say that's okay. That'll be better later, but perhaps it won't. All right, what do I need? We're gonna go grab this stuff. Yeah, and we need more torches. Oh, here we go. I feel like the whole system isn't standardized. The XP system feels very. It just does what it does. It has no consistent, discernible behavior. Did you grab the kettle wrong? Or was some of what you were boiling spilled out and burned you? It poured weirdly. Sad times. Oop. Back down into the caves. We're only gonna stay in the stone area because the black carbon, this is what we need. We're not looking for blue carbon today. Are there not more? Wait. Where did I come from? I did not come from this way. Oh, I see caves. Hopefully this will get me to where I need to be. Blisters usually tend to disappear. It'd have to be something major for it to leave a permanent mark. I wonder if I should pick up more glow lichen while I'm here. I don't know what I'll use it for, but at some point it might be useful. Hold on, I picked up 2. You can combine states. So based on how many portion of it remain true, depend on how much of it you get back. It's not like vines where it automatically configures to fill the amount of block spaces it can. You could see old system versus new advanced system, because their placement should be identical. Alright, let me think. How many furnaces do I have again? I want to say I ended up with 8. 8 furnaces, that means 8 stacks of coal. Plus 1 more for my torches. 9 stacks. I need 9 stacks of coal. Oops. Looks like I'll need that coal fast. I don't have torches anymore. Pull-out beds are alright. Sleeping on them. I'm thinking of just chopping down trees. I don't know how much wood I have at home. Should say how much wood I have at the outpost. So, congratulations, tree. You have a purpose. Sleeping on them is horrible. I wonder if you are particular with where you're able to sleep. As long as I have enough room, I usually am alright. Oh, there's a pumpkin. I could start a pumpkin farm over here. Boop. Cool. We'll see if we get any carrots and potatoes from zombies. The likelihood of finding melon seeds down below is rather low. Boop. There we go. Probably, oops, I did not mean to do that. Alright, goal. Where are you hiding? Although, that doesn't feel like it's hiding very well. Because I already know there's another splotch not too far from here. If you want a space where you can easily get away from everyone, go on a walk. I'm pretty sure I was just telling that to someone not that long ago who was either on vacation or on some sort of trip. Oh yeah, that was just within the past couple of months. I thought the point of vacation is to spend time together. Oop, missed one. Oh, there's another stack of copper. Do I want to go down? I'll just take a quick look. Alright, I guess I'm going down. The possibility of who knows what you'll find down there. Nothing! Alright, cool. Totally worth coming down here. That way I have guaranteed nothing to see. Did I already clear this area out? Nope. But wait, there's more, says Billy Mays. I see a ravine with surface access. I also see water here that I don't really care for. Oh, this isn't a ravine. Maybe this is. Maybe this is another ravine that got cut off by a biome border. Those have been happening for as long as ravines have been in the game. It's either a biome border or a chunk border. That's not what I wanted. It's a chunk border. Now, who did that? You, Mr. Skellybum. I did not know it had the largest naturally formed chambers in America. I don't even know if you told me where you went. If you did, it had slipped my mind. I just remember you saying you were in a cave. The Marvel Caves, you did tell me. And I asked why they're called Marvel Caves. Bye-bye. My inventory is already filling up. Oi! It's all the stuff I collected. It's all the different types of stuff I collected, I should say. How are you even doing on coal? Not even 3 stacks. Oi. I see you. Hello. That looked painful. You know what I can do? I can take this one stick. And look, free inventory slot. And hello. And nope. Alright. It's probably going to be time to head back up to the surface and make a return trip home. We have a moderate amount of coal. At least I can put half a stack in each of the furnaces. Wonder if I can use up the last of these torches though, from this stack. Fell down so far and didn't hear him land. That's unfortunate. That's indeed a history section for you. Alright, let me think. Where's the optimal way to reach the surface from where I'm currently located? Solution discovered. Alright, where are you? Oh, you're right here. Oops. Come on. It's a tiny Zelamunonite. I don't know where he went. But while I still have one free inventory slot, I don't think I've picked up any sugarcane while I'm out here. So I think that'll be my current goal. Oh, is that it? I thought I saw another patch. There you are. You've made a mistake. No. Let's heal up. Alright, so I probably don't do that. If I'm looking at the big ol' lava fall, hello. If I'm looking at the big ol' lava fall, it's opposite direction. Something didn't send. You gotta keep an eye out. See what works and what doesn't. As YouTube is volatile. If I had an ender pearl on me, this would be a good time to use it. Do I want to keep mine in there? I'll probably fine with the amount of coal I currently have. I'll just try to wrap up on the outpost. Because I have the building materials, and now I have all the coal. Reset the weather timer and all that fun stuff. Alright, so what I can do, plus half to each of these. Or here's an idea. Yeah, hold on, let me toss all those building blocks that I'll need to figure out what to do with. One thing at a time. Yeah, now we have sugarcane. We have sugarcane seeds and a pumpkin. I'll just take all this now, I guess. Like, let me grab that pickaxe. There we go. In fact, I'll probably keep that pickaxe there while it cooks up. Back to here, hold on, just kidding. We're gonna do this in sets of 16. In fact, what I could do, I could try maximizing all of these slots here. There we go, close enough. There's all this history stuff you're gonna remember. I can't remember if you told me before how much you were a history person. And boop. Boop. Alright, now we're doing better with the blocks. Condensing these into blocks, I should say. Alright, this won't be too long to cook up. Alrighty, so we're going to grab... You know what we probably should do? We should start spending the cobbled grimstone. Let me toss everything else that's not cobbled grimstone back. I still don't have space for all that. Fair enough, I suppose. So we're gonna need this for the side panels, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna turn all these into bricks. Yeah, I need the brick portions here. So we'll start with 4 stacks. Boop. Alright, we'll see how far this gets us. I'll just put back the rest of it. Alright, let me wait around though, a little bit more for all this to finish cooking. And then we'll head down below. Probably sort that. Alright, come on, titanium pickaxe, I believe in you. I wonder if I'll ever name these. Only sometimes do I ever name my top tier tools. Oh, well, that made us good progress. Alright, close enough. Back down we go. So where do the bricks currently stop? Right here, that's it? Oh boy. So, which one's a solid wall? I think this one right here. Because if I could count how much stone I pick up. Yeah, we'll start here. So let me grab probably my silk touch pickaxe. I'll go for the stone. So as long as this is fully stone, I'll be able to easily count how far it is. It'll give me a good estimation. Oh, that's right, I already did that wall. I guess this one just happened to be next. So maybe I'll go down as far as that one. Perhaps one day someone's gonna go through and read all the story you just sent. All the history. Oh, looks like I stopped that at the glass. Oopsies. Let's keep that filled in. I don't want any extra holes back here. Because once I fill in the front wall, stuff will spawn. I'd rather not deal with that. So this goes up until, I guess, there. Oops. Well, I guess it really does only go all the way down to here. It's our stopping point. There's copper, but do I need it this badly? Sounds like I hear a street sweeper out there. Now I'll probably just leave the copper. So this is going to take most of what I have. Oh boy. All that mining just for this. I'm starting to realize just how much brimstone I'm going to need to fill in all these extra areas. That goes... I'm not going back down to check. I need to put down torches. So I'll see how far until level 0 when we get down there. Yeah, that is loud. I'm gonna hope that y'all are not currently hearing whatever big old truck is driving by. Oh. Alright, cool. So let's go do the torches. So it looks like we're only down here at 32. I think that glass, pretty sure that glass there is level 0. So once I get down to that point, there won't be too many more of these bricks I have to put in. What I might end up doing is digging out the entirety of one of these other walls and then only filling in whatever I can. Nah, maybe I'll do that later. What I could do, with all the stone I've been collecting, what I could do is just use cobblestone this time. Pick it up as cobblestone. There are still enough torches in here that it would be fine. It'd be fine without the wall and without the torches. And that's not even stone. Oh, there's more copper. Bigaboo, I see you. This one just goes. Yeah, so looks like only the one wall. Unless one wall is where I'll be having the opening. That way I don't have to worry about any of this. I can just fill it in. Oops. You know what I could have done? I could have pillared up on one of these sides. That would have allowed me to place down all the torches. Since all the torches are going to be on this side for every single layer. Why do I think you are kidding? People have weddings in exotic places to make their weddings unique. I believe it, totally. You're only supposed to get married once. You would want it to be memorable. Okay, so there's one torch, two. Oh, nope, I'm only missing 2 torches. Hooray. Cool. Nighttime's already here. Yep, sun goes down. Let's catch some Z's, reset the weather timer. And then we'll figure out what we're doing for the roof. Except all this tough stuff doesn't do anything. And annoying, because I'm pretty sure the only tough block is the tough. It's not until later that we get tough bricks, right? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Tough slabs, stairs, and walls have been added to the update 1.21. Oh boy. Yep, I guess I'm not gonna do anything with it for a while. And where do you get polished tough? This is also 1.21, right? Yep. I have to wait around. No wonder why people were happy. Oh well. Alright, so while we are here, let's put away whatever we can. It's already not a lot. Maybe what I should do is I should use this one for building blocks. Or I could take something out of here. Like stone. Look at all this stone. That was half the chest. How about we put stone and all in there? There we go. In fact, stone and stone bricks. Or I should say stone and cobblestone. There we go. Stone and cobblestone. And then I'll put every other stone block in here. Or I should say every other full block in here. There we go. Now I can clearly see just how much space I have. Cool. Alright, let's head up top. I'll get rid of this real fast. Swap this one out for tough. And then I'll figure out a roof from there. I still need more coal, but I want to get this completed first. From the inside, it feels nicer having a 4-block tall ceiling and 5-block because the space feels a little too small for that size. And good thing, now I have more tough. In fact, I wonder, I'm pretty sure I had 51 before this. Oh, that was a complete stack. I'm pretty sure I had 51, and if I just dug up 50 blocks and had exactly one left over, I logically would have had exactly enough. Mildly comedic. The question is what to do for the roof. I should say the ceiling, because these are going to be two separate designs, probably. This is just going to be the trim for the midsection. I do have a fair amount of copper, but it's not going to get us super far. Unless if I were to say... Oh wait, hold on, I'm pretty sure... Dude, because I'm pretty sure I would have to cut the copper first. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Because if I cut the copper, then what I could do is... if I cut the copper, then turn it into slabs, that would allow me more. What I might even do is replace the floor. Alright, well here I could probably toss all that. And a doink. Yeah, what is Minecraft calcite used for? I'm pretty sure it only generates naturally. Can we do anything with the calcite? Can we cut and or polish that? Change the lighting of calcite. It just looks like a slightly different texture. Oh well. But yeah, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dig up all this copper. We're gonna replace it with cut copper slabs. And then I'll put them at the top half. Then what this will do is it'll double the amount of copper. I'm pretty sure plenty of real world research was done into caves and cliffs. Alright, there we go. So now I'll grab all of you. Alright, so let's just... Oh, I can turn it straight into the slabs. Oh, that's nice. Boop. Double boop. It'd make me feel a little bit better if I had... Was I missing 4, right? There we go. Cool. Now I feel better. I didn't realize I left the iron in here. Oops. Alright, so now what I could do... Oopsies. Now what I could do is just pick all this up. No one will ever know. There we go. Now the floor feels more intentional. So then what I was also thinking was up here. Now I guess if I had the roof be something else, then I could focus on using these on the outside. Or I could just do something as plain as simple as if I just, oopsies, filled all this in. What I'll probably end up doing, if I have more, is I'll end up building it upward. Let me just head down here real fast, pick up you, because I'm not a big fan of having the ceiling so high up, so I'm thinking of having a different block. How much calcite do I happen to have? Maybe I'll use something else. Maybe what I'll do is no, I don't know. Decisions, decisions, decisions. I think I'll have enough for all of this. I'm kind of hoping to make a L shape out of it, though. Oops, that's a full block I need back. Remember back in the early days of Silk Touch when you were able to Silk Touch a double block and it would give you back 2? Alright, 1, 2, 5. See if I can fill all this in. I know I'm going to run out, but we're going to be close enough that it might just be worth it. There we go. So what I need to do is I need to get enough copper to fill this part in. And now I realize I'm also going to have to do something for lighting. Sun's going down. Now's a good time to check the lighting. Coolio. Boop. I think that'll be fine. Does this even still show? Alright, so it does indeed still show block lighting. Alright, well either way, we're going to need much more copper. At least we're getting there. That looks kind of interesting, but this still feels too high of a ceiling, which is why I want to just fill it all in. I know, I'll use dripstone. Does this even have different orientations? Because I don't know how much I want to use this side texture. Nope, it's just like that, which means... You know what I can even do? If I straight up use the dripstone block for the ceiling, I could use some of the pointed dripstone. Well, it makes the ceiling feel better. That doesn't look terrible, I'd say. Fully welcome to disagree. Well, at least now we're getting there. The roof's nearly complete. We still don't have doors. The floor is complete, at least. Oh, yeah, I'll need more for in here as well. Alright, let me reset the weather timer. Sounds like an interesting way to go and remember the past. Maybe I'll do something with Block of Amethyst. This is such a vibrant purple, though, that I don't really know what to use it for. Speaking of Amethyst, I kind of want to go back and find those geodes. But I don't remember where we popped up at. Was it that one? I feel like it might be. It was either that pillar or that pillar. One of these pillars has the two geodes close to each other. There's a husk. I see you. He sees me. What are we at? Another 25 minutes or so. Or sorry, 35. Oh, it's just straight up right up here. Hello. Yeah, let me just dig all this up. Let me do what you do in Minecraft and just totally acquire all the resources of an area. Hooray, new blocks and items. I'm pretty sure this the smooth basalt was already in the game, but we're gonna grab it anyway. You know what I realized? I still need lava because I need to make another portal. I won't use it for traveling back home yet. I still want to stick around here. But it occurred to me I'm gonna need, or I guess I won't need, but it would be useful to have the different other blocks available. The last survivor of the Titanic lasted until 2009. She was only like weeks old, right? Went on board, or months. Alright, how about we pick up everything down there before it despawns, and then I get sad because I wasted all my time mining it and then never got the goods. How close do I need to be for these? That's not full, right? Pretty sure. It kind of makes sense that this would go slow. Reach. Halo reach. Oh, what? That was only large? That wasn't even... That's unfortunate. of doing, or I should say, that one doesn't look full. If they were trying to get women and children onto the lifeboats early, it would make sense. Alright, that one is full, right? There we go. A whole cluster. Alright, so this one has not progressed very far. Then the second one, I think, is up here. Yep, alright, how are we looking? It looks like this is either very, very, very slow, or the chunks really haven't been simulated for a long time. Well, either way, I guess I'll just keep working on this first one. I'll try to keep all the bud blocks available. I would not expect them to have any mention to the Ocean Gate incident. That's not the focus. Alright, how are we looking? I think I'll probably stop digging up soon. The history of Olympic and Britannic are rather interesting, I'd say. It's really sad that Olympic could have been, if there was funding available and whatnot, Olympic could have survived into preservation, but they unfortunately chose to cut her up. Sad times. Such was just the way of thinking back then. Hello. But yeah, the full history of all three of the ships, I'd say, is rather interesting. This is so much more open now. I guess I'll probably just start heading back. I wanted to create a telescope. Or what's it called? Spyglass? I want to say it used to be called telescope. In fact, I'm going to make a note of that because I don't remember if they ever changed the name during development or not. Doo-doo-doop. Alright. Oh wait, if I was up there, how do I get up there now? Oops. Yeah, this is where I first entered. And then this is the exit. Other than copper, I needed dripstone, that's what it was. I needed to collect the dripstone blocks. I guess we're gonna go down on another deep cave expedition, not exposition. Oh, that looks kind of cool from a distance. I think I'm happy with that. Kind of looks like another sandwich. It's like an ogre. It has layers. I don't think I have a way to get up there. Maybe what I should be doing is I should be working on the different areas of this. And a zoop. There we go. Alright, so let's start plopping all this stuff down. I don't even know if there's anything in particular I needed. I just wanted to collect more of the clusters. These can be combined, I think. Yep. Alright, coolio. Oh, it's not nighttime yet. We'll wait around for the Zella moon to rise, and then we are gonna look up amethyst clusters. What all do I use those for? The amount of times I've used the wiki over the past few episodes. Maybe I should look up the shards instead. Oh, you can make block of amethysts with the shards? I didn't realize that. Oh, that's right, tinted glass. So what do I do for the cluster then? Oh, I guess I could just mine the cluster with something other than Soak Touch and or drop the shards. Alright, well, fair enough. Alright, boop. You're just doing what you usually do. Share a lot of information about one specific topic. Alright, I have some torches, but I could use more. Maybe we'll go tree chopping. Why do I still see darkness? It's not raining, right? No, I still see the sun. That grass is darker than this grass because I have torches here. Maybe you just don't start the day with full brightness. Hello. Goodbye. So once we collect some more wood, we'll make some torches and prepare for an expedition down below. Toss all that. Oh, a clean hotbar is a happy hotbar. Although is a hotbar really happy if it's not used? The whole point of having a hotbar is to use everything in it. Get the urge to try to keep it as empty as possible. It's because I just don't like seeing the items in there. Alright, what are we doing? A few more trees, perhaps. Then it'll be time to head down. Most of this is going to get turned into sticks, but I figured it would also be good to collect wood for building materials. I don't think I can. There we go. Howdy, Paul. Welcome back. Alright, last 2 trees. Then we'll pack up and move out. Shopping for food? What sort of food are you looking for? Well, let's talk about the pouring rain and humidity. Sad times. It's hot and it's dry over here. Our lawn kind of died. We need to readjust the sprinkler system. Not the system itself, just redo the timing. The founders of Macy's, of the people listed on there, that's not one I committed to memory. Alright, any other saplings? Maybe I should use these saplings for furnace fuel like I do at home. That seems like an optimal use for them. I don't have any other plans for these. I'm totally going to take these sticks, though. Free torches. Once I have the coal. I guess if I need the coal, they're not free. Any resource in Minecraft is not free, unless you have an automated farm. Because even if you don't have to spend anything, you have to spend tool durability, if you ignore mending, and you have to spend the time going down to collect it. Flash flood warning every day. There's a flash flood warning. I should say instead, there have been multiple flash flood warnings over the years, even multiple within the span of several weeks. None of that happens over here. It makes me sad. My house is positioned in a safe place that the amount of water would have to be absurd for there to be a flood. Alrighty, so now let me grab sticks. No, hold on, let me do this instead. We're going to grab poop, a lot of planks, poop, a lot of sticks. There we go. Unfortunately, my inventory is rather small. Don't have any shulker boxes, so we're just going to do this. With all of that taken care of, I have my sticks, I have my tool durability. I'll probably keep Silk Touch here, hopefully while I'm mining ores and stuff, and I pick up XP, it'll fix the pickaxe. So we're going to go way back to some of the early caves we were mining in. Oh man, now there are more saplings. Hold on, just kidding. I probably should have cleaned up all the leaves myself. That would guarantee I pick up everything. Nom 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 nom. Let's get that saturation on the up and up. I guess there wasn't too many. 5 saplings, 3 apple, or 1 apple and a stick. And dunk. Away we go. For real this time. You know, I kind of wanted to do that 10 minutes ago. So we're going to head back in this direction because I remember feeling like there's a lot of dripstone caves that I already saw, but I ended up not picking up a lot of the dripstone because I didn't know what to do with it. But now I know what to do with dripstone, so we're going to go and try to pick it up. Technology over the past couple hundred years or so has really gone up. As technology improves, we're able to improve technology. And so it sort of speeds up. Digital computers being able to process stuff far better than us trying to do it in a analog manner. That's been one big thing. Maybe I never did travel all this way. Where's my starting position? I dug a hole, but I don't remember where that hole was. Maybe I didn't pass anything over here. Is this the one pillar I have? Interesting. Oop. I guess we'll just see what's down here. I know I dug out, but it looks like I just didn't dig out very far. There's a ravine. Hello. Once people learned how to, I should say one big thing that contributed is once people learned how to properly harness steam for large scale movement, we were able to get more done. I'm looking. Oh, I'm already here. I feel like this isn't full size yet. I want to say all this dripstone is just in little clusters. Also take that copper, since it occurred to me I still need to finish my roof. Oops. We're also going to try not to land on any of the pointed dripstone. That would be painful. Oh, hello. Alright, so that's what I'm looking for. Oops, sorry, torch. Well, let me first clean out the area up here, since this is a much smaller area than what we find normally in 1.18 proper. Alright, hello. Ding. Does anyone remember what TV commercial that was? Was it T-Mobile or Sprint? I don't know. I can't remember. Alright, we're gonna safely disarm all of you. The pointed dripstone is not as important. I'm just trying to prevent it from falling on me. Oops. If it falls away from me, that's fine, but I still want to pick it up directly. I also don't know how much of this I'm going to grab, but I'm hoping that there's enough here. This one area that I don't have to explore anymore after this. I need to stop mining the middle block. I'm trying to mine the small one, but it has a small hitbox, so I end up going for the middle one. I also really like how the model, or I should say how the render adjusts based on how many are attached. Small detail that I appreciate. It was 16 blocks wide. That's indeed rather large. If it went up to the heights limit, how high up was it built to begin with? So much easier mining the floor than the ceiling. Let me take all of this. This is a very unsafe area. I'm pretty sure that dripstone damage is dealt independently of fall damage, so I'd rather not take my chances. Alright, here's now a question. Why did this remind you of the giant cobblestone cross? Because you said this reminds me, and I don't remember. I couldn't figure out what exactly reminded you. Oh, I see you. Oh wait, I think I'm already done picking up tough. Never mind, just kidding. A testament to man's insanity. Oh. So the correlation was the aliens over the past 200 years. Oops. Ow. That's not cool. I was working. Where did I fall through? Humans build. Yeah, humans lose their mind and build the craziest stuff. I see now. Would not any civilization at some point build the craziest stuff? And there must be water above there. Because I'm pretty sure dripstone only drips if there's water above it, right? But you know what I should do? Now that I have all this pointed dripstone, I should make a lava farm when I get home. I should put the cauldrons. I don't think you can use cauldrons yet. I want to say that's a 1.18 or 19 feature, maybe 1.20. Yeah, so it's the block right around here. We're just gonna fill all this in real fast because if I dig up and there's water, I don't want to flood this area. I have all these torches nearby. Oh no, wait, that was my last one. Nope, is there no water? I thought you get the water particles from pointed dripstone if there's water above. Maybe not. Huh. Alright, I've now learned. There's another cave. Hold on, is there any more dripstone up there? I'm just seeing all the tough. I don't think so. I'm still gonna want to go up there anyway. Let's just get a refund on this cobblestone real fast. I've never heard of humans or space orcs. Sounds like a conclusion someone who plays D&D would draw. Any of this important? Do. Let me just pick up the goods real fast before I investigate. Do. Nope, all good. Alright, back to collecting all this dripstone. Alright, if everything down here is acquired, let me find out. Where was it? It was up there, right? I'll probably start maybe here. Explosions are super useful for providing a large amount of force. We require a large amount of force to escape Earth's gravity. Therefore, makes sense to me. Alright, so now I need to get everything down here. Well, that was fun while it lasted. 3 stacks and 18 dripstone blocks, plus another stack and 10 pointed dripstone. Oop. 3 stacks and 19, or 20. Wouldn't even be able to tell that there's dripstone here to begin with. It just looks like a weirdly generated cave. Who are you? Oh, there you are. Enemy spotted. Boop. Hello. Goodbye. Can I get back up, please? I need to find copper next. While I'm down here, it would be wise to try to get the goods. Except, I need to be up. I have all the grimstone I need for a while. That's not entirely true. I could use a lot more of the cobbled grimstone to finish the other stuff, but we're gonna do that later. What I want to focus on now is finding more copper to finish my roof, because I feel like I'm gonna need a lot more copper than what I'm currently at. I guess that's one good way, or one good reason to make copper so cheap. I should say it's cheap by being easily available. No way, hold on. I might not get this opportunity again. Look. Grimstone copper. It does exist. We're just gonna grab all of this real fast. I got 3 Grimstone copper. I didn't think I would find any. I got lucky. If only. If only I could be so lucky as to find Grimstone coal. But I don't think I'm that lucky. 3 blocks. 3 blocks of copper just barely being right where it needs to be. Cool. Oh yeah, let me put that back. So I feel like if copper and coal spawn at the same levels, there's a very small possibility of finding coal. But from what I've seen, it doesn't look like coal generates this far down with the current generation we have. So that is rather unfortunate. It's not for sure, it's just how it feels. And I'm already going back down again. I guess if I need to find where I'm at. Is this a chunk border? Why does this feel like a chunk border here? I keep pressing B for border, but that's not right. This is not a chunk border. It just happened to be a very, very, very thin cave. Maybe Herobrine dug this out himself. Where the redstone torch is at. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. At least it didn't wash away any torches. Hello. Oh, I didn't realize I was getting hungry. Time to feast. Well, nah, I can keep sprinting. Not yet. I still have high health. I guess we'll start heading back now. I was trying to head back. I did not entirely find an efficient way to reach the surface. Well, at least I'm finding some iron around here. That's a positive. I don't know what I'll use this iron for. Oh, red dust. I'll take all of that. Coolio, coolio. I'm getting close to the point where I'm kind of thinking of just making another staircase. I'll need to find a good area for that, though. How high are we? 5. Oh boy. If I could find the area where I was first mining the dripstone, that would get me closer, I should say, to areas that are higher up. But I don't know where relative to here that is. I was kind of hoping to be out of the cave by the time the stream came to an end. I can no longer guarantee that. I have no idea where I came from. We're just gonna keep running down one of these tunnels and hope it ends up somewhere that leads up. This looks potential. There we go. Should say this looks promising instead of this looks like it has potential. Alright, another stack of cobbled ribstone, and I totally remember being here. Yeah, because I remember seeing that off in the distance. But as cool as this super long tunnel is, unfortunately, we're gonna have to keep trying to leave. At least this time I have torches, because I'm pretty sure shortly after I found this cave I ran out of torches. In fact, even if I run out of torches again... Oh wait, I don't have any coal. The same problem as last time. I had the sticks. I had the sticks on me, I just didn't have any coal. I can no longer assume that if I go on a mining trip, there will be plenty of coal to make more torches. If I'm in the upper parts of the world, I can, but I don't have that luxury while I'm down here. Yeah, I see some red dust, though. I don't know why I left it. Maybe my inventory was full already. Nobody is able to make their YouTube content forever for multiple reasons. Every creator you have ever heard of will one day stop making YouTube videos. Unless it's run by a different person. But still, there'll always be an end. We're gonna put, oh wait, oh no, I already have the pickaxe there, oops. I have the same problem I had last time, full inventory. Alright, the question is, how did I get out of here? I think what I ended up doing was, I got lucky and I found an area with water, and I was able to swim up out. Speaking of water, oh man, my torches. That's unfortunate. Oops, I didn't know there was water up there. Maybe I'll get lucky and this will be a way out though. Here's what we're going to do though. We're gonna boop, 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 boop. Why did you do that? There we go. Oh, because it wasn't just one block to begin with. Here, how about I do that? And then we're going to redo the torches, and then we're going to move this over to here. In fact, we'll just drop that into the floor. Us as humans will never know everything about everything. Over a lifespan, you learn a lot. At least you're supposed to. Alright, now I get rid of you. And boop, there we go. So now we try to find the exit. Well, that was alright. Yeah, if y'all have any final thoughts, start saying them now. I was really hoping to be out of here. Oh, I need that. I need those carrots. Hold on, let me just place this down real fast. But yeah, if you have final thoughts, start saying them now. We're gonna find the exit next time. Because we have stuff to do. There we go. I've now guaranteed the safety of the carrots. So yep, this is indeed all it for this time. The chunks did save. Why would you think they did not save? I've converted afterward. Chunks write to disk upon generation. I almost think that the dimension also does a full save whenever you change. But yeah, that's indeed all it for today. Tomorrow we're gonna try to wrap up on the roof of the outpost. Thank you all for watching. Bye.